Hungary and Slovakia are in a punch-up with the EU's favorite foster kid again, Ukraine. First up with the body slam to kick off another round of the EU's Unity Fight Club, Hungary.
I would like to inform you that the supply of diesel fuel to Ukraine has been suspended, and the diesel fuel deliveries will not resume until the Ukrainians resume crude oil supply through the Druzhba pipeline to Hungary. I respectfully ask the Hungarian people to stand up against Ukrainian blackmail. Let's say no together. No to Hungary's involvement in the war, and no to funding Ukraine.
So basically Hungary is saying, hey, look, you want diesel? Okay, then we want crude oil flowing through Druzhba. You stop ours, we stop yours. The foreign minister frames it as standing up to blackmail and says Hungary didn't sign up to bankroll a war, especially if it comes with an empty gas tank. Meanwhile, Hungary has solved its own supply issue by arranging for Russian oil to come by sea to Croatia and then up to Hungary and Slovak refineries. Now, the shipments are already en route, apparently. Quite the image, tankers having to chug all the way across the sea when a pipeline would do, all because the EU is so obsessed with anti-Russian sanctions and virtue signaling about unity that they'd rather member states have to resort to giving a giant middle finger to the environment and choke a polar bear on an ice floe with its carbon footprint, bringing it in by ship, rather than just turning on a tap and risking their girlfriend Zelensky having a massive fit. Now, Slovakia also sounds like it's fed up with Zelensky controlling fuel like he's the guy behind the counter at the last gas station around for miles, lording over the pump and refusing to turn it on until he feels that you've bought enough ding-dongs and Twinkies from his convenience store.
The oil flowing through Ukrainian territory, which is not Ukrainian oil, has become a subject of political contention. Why should I not be able to say a critical word about Mr. Zelensky? After all, pardon the expression, but he is not a sacred cow. I think he has caused us enormous damage. If it is proven that Zelensky's decision was 100% a political decision with the aim of blackmail, then we have the right to take reciprocal measures of the same nature. Slovakia provides so-called emergency supplies in the event of network outages in Ukraine, which needs Slovak electricity to stabilize its system. If President Zelensky feels that this has no value, that he does not need it, we can decide to cease cooperation concerning the supply of electricity.
So the Slovak Prime Minister basically says, hey, look, we've been very generous with the electricity. So generous, in fact, that Ukraine got twice its expected yearly amount in January alone. And if Zelensky thinks that's no big deal, well, fine. Then he can try stabilizing their grid without it. He accuses Zelensky of playing political games with EU support, hints at blackmail, and makes it clear that Slovakia's help comes with a plug, and they're not afraid to pull it.